Hello, Westford. The school committee recognized Westford Academy's traffic safety officer this week. The Board of Health reviewed the proposed plastic bag reduction bylaw, and selectmen voted against recommending a controversial citizens petition for annual town meeting. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time for WestfordCAT News. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to please subscribe to our free online publication at westfordcatnews.org. We deliver it to your inbox every morning at 6 a.m. And if your civic or cultural organization has an event coming up, email the info to news@westfordcat.org and we'll include it in our daily news email. Westford Academy Traffic Safety Officer Sheila Curley, recognizable to just about every high school student in town, was named the AAA Northeast Traffic Safety Officer of the Year for her decade of work directing traffic outside the high school, regardless of weather. Westford Police Captain Mark Chambers presented the 37-year town employee with a plaque on February 12th. Here he is at the school committee meeting with Westford Academy Principal James Antonelli.
I remember Sheila from when I went to Nabnasset School. I grew up in Westford, and I'm from Nab. So, and she's really been kind of part of the school institution since I can remember. So Jim was more than happy to get on board. And as far as her nomination and the information I got, I'll let Jim talk more onto what Sheila's history is and what she means to the Westford Academy community.
She gets more accolades than any person at Westford Academy. There are people that send me emails and phone calls saying, who is that person out there? She's a breath of fresh air. She moves that traffic along every single morning, and I can't thank her enough. Right following a vacation this year will be 10 years that she's been out there directing traffic just for Westford Academy. We thought maybe it'd be time for a snazzy new crossing guard hat, pants, or traffic person, and jacket.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Watch the entire school committee meeting at westfordcat.org. Resident Richard Coleman is proposing a new bylaw that would reduce the use of plastic bags distributed by businesses around town. The proposed bylaw would require the Board of Health to enforce the law over businesses that don't fall under its jurisdiction. That led to a heated discussion. Here's Chairman Zach Cataldo.
You're hearing a level of non-comfort with dealing with, like, say, a hair salon asking for a variance to this board just because we don't think we have the power to do that. So
Don't have the power, don't have the staff.
well, first of all, I don't know if we have the jurisdiction. Secondly, I don't know.
Well, you would here, because this is a
They're not governed by us currently.
See, since they're not governed by us currently, you could assign that to any board. Give it to the finance board.
The other designee will do the inspection, and if they find that there is still a violation, that store will have the right to appeal, and they need to have some place that knows how to handle a variance.
See, you're treading on in places that you don't understand how the system works. It doesn't work that way. You can't just designate the Board of Health to take over all this stuff that we do not have any jurisdiction in.
A bylaw. Now, you may not like the bylaw, but it can be done. That's what the bylaw does.
So that's your intent, to put a burden on us for something that is not our jurisdiction and we don't like, but you're going to do that?
We're not even sure if there's legalities for that.
It may not be even legal.
It might not even be legal. We don't permit these establishments.
The board agreed to create a working group to iron out the wrinkles. The bylaw appears on the annual town meeting warrant for March 24th. And you can watch the entire Board of Health meeting at westfordcat.org. A controversial first step towards installing a traffic light in the town center failed to win a recommendation from the Board of Selectmen on February 13th. Resident Bill Taffel placed a citizen's petition on the annual town meeting warrant seeking $55,000 to cover the cost of designing a traffic light at the intersections of Boston Road and Main Street. Selectmen voted 5-0 not to recommend the stoplight, even though the state has agreed to pay for the actual installation. Here's Taffel making his pitch to Selectmen, followed by Selectman Mark Cost's response.
The most important thing to me is serving the needs of these people who are really trying to get to work and come home and spend time with their family. I think it would be important to have a light in there, which would achieve a lot of these things. And the reason for doing it now is this exceptional funding situation. If we were to wait and decide 5 years down the road we needed a traffic light, the town would pay the whole tab. And I don't know who thinks that the town will never need a traffic light at that intersection. It's hard for me to imagine. But if you think at all that it will be necessary now or in the future, now is the time to do it, because financially you're never going to get a better deal than this.
I never consider state money free money. So in some small way we have all contributed to that. So I never like to use personally the fact that state money or federal money is available as a reason to do something. The $55,000 is not correct either, because the state will not pay for an ornamental traffic light. That will come out of the town, unless you tell me differently.
That's correct. That would be in the construction portion of this. The $55,000 was the ask was, what would it cost to design or add this component to it? But you are correct to say that were it designed and it wasn't going to be an ornamental signal, then because we're talking 5 years down the road for this actually to become brick and mortar. That would be another town meeting would have to appropriate monies to pay for the non-participating items like the ornamental signal.
Right.
Find more information about this story at westfordcatnews.org, and to watch the entire Selectmen's meeting, visit westfordcat.org. A request for proposals will soon be going out for farmers interested in managing the 23-acre hill orchard at Hunt and Chamberlain Roads. Since 2015, the orchard has been under the management of Dave Dumarisk, who runs Brock's Farm in Dracut. Dumarisk runs the Hill Orchard farm stand under his Farmer Dave umbrella. Farmer Dave's 3-year contract has ended, but he hopes to stick around town. When reached by email, Dumarisk said he'll be sending out his bid as soon as the RFP is available. Hill Orchard contracts are handled by the town's Conservation Resource Planner. And now for our feature of the week. Out of tragic loss, 2 local parents have created a nonprofit organization designed to help families in crisis over drug or alcohol addiction. Boots on the Ground was founded by Dawn Trask and Ryan Troy Tripp, who each lost a young adult son to opioid overdoses. Trask's son Tyler Culleton died in Westford at the age of 21 on February 18, 2016. Ryan Troy Tripp Jr. died at age 26 on April 12, 2015 in Falmouth. The couple came to the WestfordCAT studios this month to explain the 24/7 services they offer, along with recovering heroin addict Matt O'Malley, who is now a boots-on-the-ground recovery coach, as well as Westford's substance abuse prevention coordinator, Ray Peachy.
How does Boots on the Ground work? It sounds like you're sort of on call 24/7.
Our team is on call 24/7, 7 days a week. Being a parent of loss, when someone reaches out, that's the most critical time. So you just got to be ready.
What's the process? If somebody does reach out to you or Dawn, do you call Matt and say, can you go, or do you both go yourselves? Or?
Well, depending on what's going on with other people, usually we try to check in. If Matt's busy, we'll check in with some other people, or we'll do it ourselves, Dawn. And usually it involves finding out what their needs are. The person may be suffering from alcohol or heroin, and do they need to get into a detox?
So
So
that's
this here-
for disposing?
Yeah, this is for disposing. You open it up, you put the unused drugs in it, you put an amount of water that it will tell you, you leave it open for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you seal it back up and just throw it away in the trash. You don't have to bring it to the police department, the kiosk they have there, or anything. And
safe
it
because
neutralizes
they
the drugs.
yeah.
Everything is biodegradable, so it's good for the environment.
So that's part of the grant, right?
That's part of the
That you have
grant.
these packages
Yeah.
to give away?
And we have those at the health department, and they are at the senior centers, and working with the senior center in Westford, we had them delivered on the Meals for Wheels. To get in touch with Trask or Tripp, you can call 978-984-2307 or 508-317-7728. And for more information, you can visit the Boots on the Ground Facebook page.
Hi, this is Superintendent of Schools, Bill Olson. I'd like to speak with you today about an event that just took place yesterday, another tragic school shooting in Parkland, Florida. We're filming this the morning after. And I want to mention to you that we will continue to make every effort in our school system to make our schools safe for our students and our staff. The National Homeland Security Office has often said, if you see something, say something. And I would reiterate that if you see something or hear something that is concerning to you, please let us know in the school system so that we can follow up, perhaps talk with a child, whether in the elementary, middle, or high school level. It's extraordinarily important that we connect with our students and stay connected with them every day, understanding what is going on in their lives to the greatest extent possible, knowing if there are changes in their behavior, in their attendance, in their appearance, in their dress, in their circle of friends. Are there postings on social media that are concerning? And there's where you can help us also. If you see a posting on social media that's concerning to you, let the principal of your respective school know. And in that way, we can possibly address it as quickly as possible and as effectively as possible. With respect to talking with your children about incidents of a large-scale tragedy like Parkland, Florida, and others that we have observed throughout the past 5 to 10 years, I would point you to websites such as the American Psychological Association and the National Association of School Psychologists. These are just a couple of many websites that provide suggestions to parents on how to address these issues with children, how to make them feel safe, at home, and how to work with us and making them feel safe at school. We want every child to feel comfortable, to feel safe coming to school each and every day. And to that end, we will work unendingly with you to make sure that happens. This is Bill Olson. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Mr. Honey, a 6-month-old guinea pig, is available for adoption now from the Lowell Humane Society. Here's Patty Stalker with more.
Are you looking for a furry friend to cuddle with? Well, meet Mr. Honey, a 6-month-old guinea pig available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's shelter volunteer Mary Rockwood with more.
Hi, I'm Mary Rockwood. I am a volunteer here at the Lowell Humane Society, and this week we have a wonderful little guinea pig named Mr. Honey. He's 6 months old, and he's a male, and he's up for adoption. And he's ready to go home with anybody that'd love to have a lovely guinea pig. Guinea pigs enjoy guinea pig pellets, which have vitamin C in them. They like a little bit of fruit, lettuce, but only romaine lettuce. Any other types of lettuces are not good. Dandelion greens, parsley, and they love eating it while you're holding them sometimes. It's so cute. You can let them out of their cage. They love running around. Sometimes they'll even chase you around the house. The only thing that you need to be very, very careful of is that they will go to the bathroom anywhere. They will chew on wood if you've got wood furniture. They will try to bite your rugs if you've got rugs. So you've got to be careful of that, and please never let them out of your sight when you have them out of the cage. They can fit through small areas and you may never see them again. So if they are out of the cage, play with them on the floor, get down on their level and let them play with you. But just keep an eye on them. Don't let them out of their cage without somebody watching them.
If you'd like to learn more about Mr. Honey, or any of the other pets available now for adoption, or if you'd like to learn how to volunteer, foster a pet, make a donation, or fill their wish list, go to lowellhumanesociety.org or visit them at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.
Reka Sharma's here, bringing you information on calming an irritable digestive system.
Hi everyone, I'm Reka Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about home remedies for irritable bowel syndrome. IBS in Ayurveda is due to the deviation of air and fire elements of the body in the digestive tract and can alter the bowel movements. You can take 1 teaspoon of psyllium husk with half cup of warm water after dinner. The simple remedy is boil 1 teaspoon of flaxseed in a cup of water to make tea and drink at bedtime. Eat okra and spinach regularly. Prefer cooking in sesame oil and drink warm water regularly. If you do not have allergies to dairy products, yogurt with cumin and coriander powder can help you find some relief. If you have any allergies, please contact your PCP before consuming. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
The Emmy Award-winning meteorologist and executive weather producer for WBZ and CBS, Terry Eliason, will soon begin appearing on WestfordCAT's news shows from time to time. In the meantime, we've posted a link to his Westford weather page at westfordcatnews.org. So check it out and let Terry know you saw him here. And now, here's a WestfordCAT weather forecast taken from weather.com. WestfordCAT volunteer Betsy Alvarez is here with suggestions for things to do around town.
Thanks, Ira. A monthly barn dance is coming up on February 24th at 7:30 p.m. at the Parish Center for the Arts. Dudley Lockman will be calling and Au Contraire will play music. You don't have to know how to dance to have fun. There is free instruction for first-time dancers at 7 p.m. Admissions is $6 for adults. Students aged 21 and under will be admitted free of charge. For information, call 978-692-6333 or email pca@westford.org. The J.V. Fletcher Library is sponsoring a graffiti art afternoon with Sherry Huffman for tweens and teens on Wednesday, February 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. Students in grades 5 to 12 will view graffiti art through the eyes of artist Keith Herring and then create their own graffiti. Registration is required for this free program. Teens and tweens can register online, by phone, or in person. A panel discussion on immigration will take place at the First Parish Church United on February 28 at 7:30 p.m. Among the panelists will be Lisa Ryan, the organizing director of the Massachusetts Immigrant and Refugee Advocacy Coalition. This Westford League of Women Voters sponsored event called Immigration Explained, Ask the Experts will be moderated by former town moderator Ellen Hardy. Speakers will discuss current immigration issues, give accounts of their personal circumstances, and discuss the uncertainties of being an immigrant. This event is free and open to the public. I am Betsy Alvarez, a community volunteer for WestfordCAT. If you're interested in helping with the news or with any other services WestfordCAT provides, email the station at westfordcat@westfordcat.org. Back to you, Ira.
That's it for now, Westford. We're taking a break from the news show next week, and we'll be back with a news show on March 2nd. We're holding some extra training classes during school vacation week, so check them out. We leave you with the Westford Chamber Players performing at St. Mark's Episcopal Church on February 10th.